Good morning, Internet. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. So, I think I've discussed a lot about forgiveness and why we're supposed to forgive people, because when we don't forgive people, all it does is hurt us, and all it does is damage us in ways that most people can't even understand. People joke about being like, oh, I'm going to be a bitter old person and all this and the other, but once when you're playing tug of war with a dog, right, and you give them the rope, you give them just a little bit, okay, they're gonna pull as hard as they can. They're dogs, okay, they're dogs. They're gonna pull as hard as they possibly can, okay. But if you don't give them any rope, they can't pull at all, okay. That is the same with all of the anti-love, all of the things that go against love, that are in opposition with love, that go against love: greed, selfishness, envy, lust, all these things that are the opposite of love. If you give them an inch, they literally will take everything you have. They won't take, it's not like give an inch, they take a mile. It's like you give these things an inch, what they will do is try to take every single thing that you have. It will try to take all of your love that you have, and you will be a shell of a person that you are meant to be as a soul-based individual. It's like the light's on, nobody's home, okay? So this is how we can forgive, because the majority of people are walking around and they are on autopilot, okay? We're born here, we're raised here, things in our has anybody ever given it like a little bit of thought about how just basic things, like in different countries, they eat with their hands. They don't think anything of it. We think, we eat with forks and knives, and other people, they eat with chopsticks, and these people like this, and those people like that, and these people like this, okay? Well, we're all humans, right? These are examples of different programmings, right? So what's normal to us is what we grew up with and what we were programmed with. And what is normal to them is what they grew up with, what they were programmed with. Okay, that is what normal is. It's whatever you were programmed with. I am trying to explain why we don't want normal. We want to get rid of the normal, okay? Because who programmed the normal? Who created this normal for you, okay? It's the systems of this worldly systems that go against love. All of the systems that are functioning are against love because they're going against love. They're in opposition to love. They're trying to take, we need these systems in place of love. If everybody chose to function from a place of love, we would not need the systems that are in place. We wouldn't need money. Why would we need money if everybody was loving each other as they loved the person that they loved the most? Okay? You see someone and they're starving and you've got food, you give them food. I mean, it's really not a hard concept. It's not a hard concept. It's pretty much common sense. But what I'm telling you about your so-called normal mind that's been programmed here and that you get from just growing up, that mind is your mortal mind. It is based on all of these systems that are mortal. They die. These systems, this world, the earthly stuff, the minds of these bodies, in the state that they are in, they are mortal. They die. You need to acknowledge that love is everlasting. Love is eternal. Love is never ending. Okay? Love is where everything is going. Okay? It doesn't look that way and it doesn't seem that way. And I understand that. If you don't choose love and let love in and let love lift you up, okay? Love is forgiving, okay? It's forgiving. And it's goodness and kindness and joy. It's peace, patience. It's love. It's all of the things that we say that we want. All the things that we like, we want to have them. Well, we don't have them because we're going against them. We have been conditioned with these normal minds in these environments. We have been conditioned to go against love, okay? We're going against all of the things we want just by doing normal things, just by using all the systems that are here, just by growing up and being alive and doing all the things that seem normal, okay? All of those things, they go against love. Love is eternal. The other stuff is not eternal and everlasting. how to forgive. That's what I'm getting back to. So people are in their normal minds. They're in their mortal minds because that's what's happened. That's what we've been conditioned by all of these systems that go against love. Okay. People are making decisions that are not in love because we weren't trained to. We were not conditioned here to function from love. We were conditioned here to function against love. Okay. So if everybody is just simply being alive, simply was born, simply grew up with in this place, and you had a house and your parents and they worked, and now both the parents work, and now all of these things are normal because it's what you grew up with. It's called it's called normalization. And so there's people that will come and they will do awful things, right? And it's because their normal is messed up, okay? So a lot of this, you're like, how can someone do that to me? How can they do that to me? It's so selfish. Well, our natural minds and bodies are selfish. That is the state that we are in. The current condition of humans is we are selfish. Our mind and our body is selfish. That is normal, okay? That is the normal mortal condition of a human is selfish, okay? And that is also becoming more normal because it's becoming more encouraged. It has been slowly becoming more encouraged over a period of years. And by the systems that are running Earth, okay, have become more advanced. Okay, they become more advanced and sophisticated and also subtle and sneaky. Okay, you're going to be looking out for someone who's dressed in red and has horns or something. And literally, that is the opposite. People say these things like, you think you're going to know a good person and a bad person when all you're using is your natural mind? It's like, no. Your natural mind cannot use discernment, okay? You need your everlasting, eternal mind that's based in love. You need love to come in and to help clean you out, and renew your mind and renew the discernment. Okay, you're going to be getting little glimpses of this your whole life. That's how it happens. Like, how did I know that? I had this intuition and I had this feeling. You know what I mean? Well, there's a lot of different things that you cannot trust if you do not have love. There's lots of different little tricks and things that are going on that the whole goal or the whole intention of these of a portion of things that are existing here is to make you think that your mortal self, your mortal natural self, is capable of understanding what is good and what is bad all on its own, what is right and what is wrong all on its own. It says you can be independent and separate from love, okay, and still know right from wrong. Well, because I didn't do this, and a good person does this, and a bad person does this, and this is okay, and that's okay. Okay, well then, if that were true, the world would not be in the position that it's in, because all of these systems, okay, that we're all using go against love. They're in opposition of love. And the reason that they are functioning and thriving and doing so well is because we have been separated from love. We have been separated from love. So the whole goal is for you to choose love and sync back up with love. You will 100% understand what I'm trying to say. And it will be for you to turn around and tell people the same thing. So if you want forgiveness, you have the way to understand and have forgiveness is to keep seeking understanding, keep seeking wisdom. If you don't understand what I'm saying, seek. Like, what is she talking about? This whole love thing. I thought love was, what your mom and your dad do or whatever. And it's like, yeah, that's one part. But the love I'm referencing is the reason for anything to exist at all. That kind of love, the reason anything is here, okay, is love. And as souled individuals, we are part of that, okay? You feel left out, and you don't have a place to belong, and people pick on you, and there's all these different things, and it's like you have to do things that go against love to fit in and have friends or whatever. Well, it's better to not ever do anything that goes against love, no matter what. That's just the nature of what it is, because all these people that are doing things that go against love, and they're going to fit in, and they're going to have worldly friends, and they're going to make money, and they're going to have all these different things or whatever, and they have fun making fun of other people, and they have fun looking down on people and all of these things. That system is mortal and comes to an end. So, and we can forgive those people that do that, because they don't know. All those people have is their mortal mind. All they have is their mortal mind, and those are the people we are supposed to be literally praying for those people, because all they have is their mortal mind. They don't have love, okay? You are not eternal and everlasting until you sync up with love. Once you sync up with love, you king beetle on a coconut estate, okay? You become, you get filled with love and light, and that's what you become. But if you don't know where that came from, you don't know why things are the way they are, you don't understand anything about what I'm saying, mortal versus eternal, okay? You have to seek for your eternal mind. Those people who are making fun of other people, and they're like putting people down, and they're lording over other people that they have something that you don't, and and just trying to make you want what they have, and like showing off and all of those things, okay? Those people do not have an eternal, everlasting mindset. They don't have love. That is what we want for everybody. It's love's will that every single person would come to the saving knowledge of love. That they would come to the saving knowledge of love. Choose love and stop doing all the things that go against love. To choose love and understand why love is good. Because love is only good. So you choose love. You recognize that in your own mind and your own body, we're doing things that are not of love. They're doing things that are harming ourselves. We're doing things that are harming other people. We've hurt other people. We've hurt ourselves. We've hurt everything just because we were functioning from our mortal mind, and we don't understand. We don't understand. That's the majority of people, what is happening. When someone hurts you, I'm not saying that it's never intentional. A lot of time it's intentional, but a lot of time that it's intentional, it's because they don't have love. They don't understand. They don't have the eternal mindset, and they're only understanding the rules of the reality of this world, of this world, and this world goes against love, right? So this world wants to conform you and wants to have you functioning from against love as opposed to from love. So when you function in this world and you go against love and you use these systems, you're rewarded, because the systems want you to keep using the systems, and the way that you get to keep using the systems is the further separated from love you are. The further separated from love you are, the more you use these systems, and the more it's encouraged to use these systems, okay? So the people that are doing these things and that are running around, and the people that hurt us, and even the people that aren't, you can see it in them. Do they have love? These people that are hurting you, that have hurt you, do they could look like they're normal, and they have love and compassion, and they have all these things, but is there proof in their life, okay, that they have any joy, peace, contentment, happiness, patience, self-control, kindness, not self-oppression or like neglecting, like oppressing yourself, okay? Those are all different things. Self-control means you can make choices, right? You can choose this or choose that, and I'm not going to get into that right now. But you see people that I am going to say it, that choose to be celibate and not have sex, okay? Well, some of these people that they choose that, they choose it, okay? Our minds and our bodies have natural needs. That's why people are supposed to get, if you have that in you, then you get married. So you have someone to be with, and you can share things with. If you feel the need to be with somebody and you just deny it because you think it's holy, and you think it's you think it makes you better than someone else, or makes you more in touch with someone else, okay? And then those are the people who we always hear about coming out against children and things of that nature, because what they have done, they don't have love, okay? They are oppressing themselves, and when you oppress yourself it means you don't have self-control, and it's going to come out somewhere else, okay? Love is freedom. Love is self-control. Love is peace, patience, kindness, contentment, joy, happiness, all of those things. If it's fleeting, if you are always searching for happiness and it's always running away from you, it's because you have not found it in love. Love will give you joy. Love will give you real joy that's not fleeting like everything else. That's what I'm saying about all these worldly systems. These systems are ending. I'm not saying like today or whatever, but the way things are functioning in the food chain and everything's eating something else, like there is an end to all of that, especially since less and less people are coming to the knowledge of love because they think they have, but they actually haven't. Well, people told them something, so they believe that, and now they're like, oh, well, I'm good. I don't have to change. I don't have to have an eternal mindset. I can just use my mortal one, and I can say with my words and confess that, oh, I love love, okay, and love's just going to take care of everything, and I don't have to do anything. Well, what the work that we have to do is to let love come into you and transform you. Get rid of your mortal mindset and renew you with the mindset of love, okay? So that we can all light up and we can shine and we can change the areas around us however they're supposed to. I don't even want to say change. We are to live as an example, okay? Because you don't overcome evil with evil. You overcome evil with goodness, okay? This tit for tat, dog eat dog is not what love is about. It's not what love is about. And the people who continue to choose that they are now in a system. If you keep choosing this dog eat dog system, you will be, I don't know the right way to say that. If you choose to stay in these systems, okay, then you're part of the system. And that system is dog eat dog. So you can eat someone, but the next thing you know, someone's going to eat you, okay? You are going to be reprimanded. You are going to be chastened by the system if you stay in that system, okay? If you're part of that system, that dog eat dog, you eat someone, next thing you know, someone's going to eat you. That is the system, and that is fair. What I'm telling you is love wants you to come out of those systems. Come all the way out of those systems, okay? Be not part of them, because if you continue to choose to be part of these systems that go against love, then you are going to be chastened and reprimanded for that choice by that system, okay? By that system. You're choosing that system, then that's who you belong to, okay? What I'm saying is choose to belong to love. Love, real love. And love is love. Who wouldn't want love? Who doesn't want love? Okay, you're lying to yourself and you're believing a bunch of lies if you say that you don't love love, and if you don't love love. People are very damaged, and I understand that. I can understand that. You don't have to admit it to anybody else at first that you need love. You just have to be willing to admit it to yourself. Okay, you just have to admit it to yourself. And then if you admit it to yourself, you're going to see. You're going to start to understand. Stop pushing all of this stuff away. You're pushing love away. Everybody is pushing love away. What I'm trying to say is open up to love. Open your heart. Stop closing your heart. The more you close your heart, you think it's making you stronger. You think it's making you tougher. You think it's all these things. It is damaging you. The more you close your heart off from love, the sicker you become. Like twisted and sick, and also just sick. Depression, anxiety, mood problems, instability. These relationships they're not real relationships. It's just, love is the realest reality. Okay, so if you are around people that are not functioning from love, they are not functioning from the most real, okay? And they are still in a mortal mind. They don't have an eternal mind. They don't understand, they don't understand love. Okay, we have to forgive these people because they think they know, and we think they know too, because they're speaking and they're talking and they look like us, okay? But if they don't have an eternal mind and they don't have love and haven't come to the understanding of love, then they are on let's hit it from a few angles, okay? They are on a frequency that is much different than yours. Love is a frequency up here. The other things are down here, okay? So we need to get them up here. But if they don't understand and they don't acknowledge that they have a problem, they think that everything they're doing is right, especially if they've been doing it and they've been becoming rewarded for these systems. Like, you went to college, and then you got this, and then you got this job, and then you did these things, and you worked for the government for 50 years, and then they gave you pension, and you retired, and now you have a nice little house off somewhere. It's like, you will be rewarded for going along with all of the systems that are operating, is what I'm telling you. So it's hard to even understand that your mortal mind is not the truest truth. Your eternal mind, which comes from love, is the truest truth. And we can forgive these people because they don't have that. They are spiritually dead. They are not alive. They are in a type of slumber. They are in a type of sleep. And I know it's very painful, and I know it sounds very odd, and especially if you've never heard any of those terminologies, okay? But everybody has used the term lights on and nobody's home. Like, how do you think people are making these decisions? How do you think things are happening? If everybody had the love frequency, everybody understood love, okay, the world would not be functioning in the way that it is functioning at all. The world is only functioning with these systems, the monetary systems where they try to use money in place of love, okay? All these systems they try and use in place of love because we are separated from love. We are separated from love. And we were not separated from love. We became separated from love, okay? So now we're going to get back with love. We're going to sync right back up with love, and it's just like a learning experience. It's like, you made a bad decision, right? People told you, hey, you shouldn't have done this or whatever. Well, and you do it, and you deal with the repercussions, okay, of your actions. You deal with the consequences of your wrong and bad decision, okay? But when you come up out of the other side of it, especially if you have love on your side to pick you up and pull you up and lift you up out of it, okay? You come out on the other side stronger because you know more. You know more, and you also have more trust for love, and you know that everything is going to be okay. That's the thing about it. You can test love. If you feel like you need to, test it. Do baby little steps, okay? I'll go over some things about how to do that. But right now, dang it, I keep making really long videos. But we have to learn how to forgive people. We have to learn how to forgive. And if you can't forgive them, okay, because they look like they're awake and they look like, they're people, this, that, and the other, just, if they don't have love, then they're not functioning from love, okay? They're functioning from the anti-love systems, and they're just their mortal mind. We can forgive them because they're in a type of sleep, they're in a type of slumber, and you will understand that if you continue to seek understanding. You will understand what I'm saying. It's a type of sleep, it's a type of slumber. It's a frequency malfunction is the gist of what I'm trying to say. Okay. People who haven't chose love to sync up with love and come together with love, they are broken in a way. And you're going to continue to break and break and break and break and break when you are separate from love. Okay? So you understand that we need love, and love loves us, and it's what we're of and it's what we're from, and we need to choose love with our free will so it can help us and sync us right back up and lift us up. And it's just like your parent, it's your parent. Your parents love you, do they not? They don't tell you things not to do because they don't love you. They tell you because they do love you, and they don't want to see you get hurt, okay? But, a parent is long-suffering. People don't talk about that. You're very long-suffering. You have to suffer because you're watching your children suffer. And many times there's nothing that you can do about that because it's the nature of this reality that we are all separate. We're all separate. We're appearing separate. And it's painful. It's painful until you come to the saving knowledge of love, okay? Then you'll understand why things need to be renewed. And you'll understand that, oh, man, all of the systems, it's totally normal because it's what I grew up with. But is it the best? No, it's not the best. And then you will start to understand that the best is of love. And then you will start to understand this is how you get hope. Seeking knowledge, wisdom, and discernment is how you build your hope, okay? Because without any hope, you are going to struggle immensely, okay, without any hope. And you're going to go down the nihilist road, and you're going to end up in a place you don't want to end up. Okay, so with that, seek knowledge, wisdom, discernment, and understanding. And if someone's telling you there's no hope, please don't listen to those people, because they have not gotten to the saving knowledge of love. You have to reach the saving knowledge of love. That is the whole purpose and the whole plan of all of this reality, so that we can get reunited and refreshed and renewed and eternal and everlasting. Okay, and with that, much love and many thanks, and I love you and thank you.